I saw a post on TikTok recently by a creator named Sassy Siders, and I'd actually never seen anything from her before. But she said something interesting, and she said one thing that the election had shown her is that she and her beliefs were more in line with Jesus than the people who said that they believe in Jesus. And she was actually shocked by that because she's never believed in Jesus. She's known about the Bible and read it, but never believed in Jesus as like a savior or anything like that. And it reminded me of a story in the Bible where there was a feast that was prepared, and the king sent word to all of the people who said that they were aligned with the king, said that they were followers and worshipers and supporters of the king. He sent word to them that the feast was ready. And all of them said they were busy. They were weeding a garden. They were buying a field. They were doing all these things. They were not interested in coming to this feast. And in fact, a group of them, again, these are supposed to be the king's subjects, the king's followers, the king's loyal supporters. They beat up the messenger and sent the messenger home wounded back to the castle. And so the king said, forget all these people that say they're my followers. Go out and invite anyone who actually will follow me and come, and let them have the feast. And so they went into the highways and byways and opened this invitation up to anybody who wanted to come, anybody who wanted to be a part of what the king was doing, what the king had on his agenda, what the king was involved in. And the feast was filled. But the people who were originally invited, the people who originally said they were the king's supporters, none of them were in attendance. Not a single one. So what does this have to do with the election of Trump and so-called Christians? Well, if you take the parable and you apply it to Christians, evangelical Christians, they have a mandate to follow God, to follow the Christ-like path. And Christ was known for his humility, for his service. He was the one that said, whoever will be a leader among you must be the servant of all. But when these people are called on to be servants, called on to be helpful and kind and generous and do the same exact things that Jesus would do, because Jesus actually never spoke against homosexuality or adultery. I mean, in fact, he told the woman that was caught in adultery, go and sin no more, when the Pharisees and Sadducees and the men of the town wanted to stone her, but not the man that was caught in adultery. That man was nowhere to be found, right? So these supporters of the king, meaning King Jesus, as they would call him, right? When it's time to actually do the king's bidding and come when the king calls them, they're busy making money. They're busy doing errands. They're busy doing everything that they want to do that's more important to them than the king's bidding. And the people that actually come to the king's bidding and vote to protect the rights of everybody, to protect democracy, to protect freedom and opportunity and growth and evolution, those people come from all over, and they're not the king's followers, not anyone that signed up to be, quote, a Christian. So there's that. May you walk in Zenergy. I saw a post on TikTok recently by a creator named Sassy Siders, and I'd actually never seen anything from her before. But she said something interesting, and she said one thing that the election had shown her is that she and her beliefs were more in line with Jesus than the people who said that they believe in Jesus. And she was actually shocked by that because she's never believed in Jesus. She's known about the Bible and read it